In a stilted performance, Barcelona beat Girona 0-3 in a Catalan derby. This result continued the Blaugrana's perfect start to the season, 6 wins out of 6, and moved them 4 points clear at the top of the table. But despite the final score, it was far from straightforward. Who were the winners and losers? Winner Aleix Vidal, the Catalan winger turned full-back turned winger, was given the nod on the right ahead of Gerard Deulofeu, and he made the most of his chance. Vidal was everywhere against Girona, moving across the pitch to try and take advantage of the space Leo Messi was creating. But predominantly, Vidal was running Girona ragged on the right, using his pace and passing to drive the ball down the line. He constantly penned Girona back and created the crucial second goal for Barcelona with a devilishly brilliant backheel cross that nutmegged both Bernardo Espinosa and Gorka Arezos, bouncing in off the goalkeeper's leg. He left the pitch after 81 minutes, drenched in sweat but knowing that he had quite brilliantly stated his case for holding down the starting right-wing role while Ousmane Dembele is missing through injury. Loser Leo Messi could have broken a record held by a Real Madrid legend tonight. All he had to do was score against Girona. Simple, right? After all, he had scored 4 midweek, so what was one more a goal tonight would have made him the first player to score against 36 different Liga sides. But he didn't score. Why? Because he was man-marked out of the game by one man, Pablo Maffeo. The young Catalan stuck to Messi like glue, preventing him from finding any great passing angles, though he still should have left the game with an assist as Jordi Alba fluffed a wonderful chance after a Messi free kick. It was a remarkable display from the Catalan to so neutralize Messi, leaving the Argentine genius waiting until the 24th of February and his rematch with Girona to try and break Raul's record. Winner Sergio Busquets. Many doubt Sergio Busquets' quality, and many have always questioned the level of influence that he has over proceedings for the Blaugrana. This is perhaps understandable given the level and reputation of his teammates, but tonight's game against Girona showed the enormity of his excellence. Busquets runs the show for Barcelona. He is the one who initiates attacks from the base of midfield. The reason that the Blaugrana midfield flows so smoothly, or as smoothly as it does, at least. Without him, Barcelona are far too easy to stifle, as Girona proved, crushing the Blaugrana midfield so much for 65 minutes that Ernesto Valverde was forced to bring Busquets off the bench. And when he did well, Barcelona actually began to look at a football team again. The Grandmaster immediately restored order to the Blaugrana midfield, allowing Barcelona to get the killer third goal and then comfortably see off the Girona challenge for the rest of the match. Loser Real Madrid Los Blancos sat 7 points behind Barcelona at the start of this game week. They didn't play particularly well but gutted out a Big 12 win in the Basque Country to close that gap to 4 points. They needed Barcelona to stumble in order for that gap to remain. Barcelona are the only side in La Liga with a 100% record this season: 6 games, 6 wins, 20 goals, 2 conceded. The perfect start. Full score pic.twitter.com P9/5 IE2. Squawka Football at Squawka September 23, 2017. And stumble is just what Barca did. For just over an hour they played as poorly as they have under Ernesto Valverde, and Girona looked like they genuinely could take something from Barcelona. Until Sergio Busquets came on, it was easy to imagine the Blaugrana collapsing if Girona were able to score. But then Busquets did come on, and Barcelona did score a third goal, and in the end they managed to get the win despite having played atrociously. This was a big blow for Madrid, because how many more times will Barcelona play this badly? Winner Manchester City. The Premier League side aren't just flying high in their own division but are also profoundly influencing La Liga too. Their ownership of Girona has raised a few eyebrows, but what it has mostly done is raise the level of Girona, helping them actually compete with Barcelona. 2 of City's players on loan at Montilivi, they have 5, were actually key to Girona's battling performance. Douglas Luiz, the 19-year-old Brazilian midfielder, put in a tremendous shift at the head of their midfield. He led the press and helped swarm Barcelona at the pace of midfield, and then when he did get the ball at his feet he was always positive. The other star man was Pablo Maffeo. The young Catalan right-back had the unenviable task of man-marking Leo Messi. A task he completed with flying colours. Maffeo followed Messi wherever he went, and although he took advantage of the lenient referee on more than one occasion, he did successfully subdue the best player in the world for the 78 minutes he was on the field. Winner Luis Suarez. Has Luis Suarez been swackhammered? You know that bit in Space Jam where the villain Swackhammer uses magic to suck the talent out of famous NBA players, leaving them stumbling around in their bodies with absolutely none of the basketball ability. That's honestly what it looks like, because Luis Suarez looked like a ghost. Physically he doesn't look any different to usual, if anything he's trimmed down since last season. But all the dynamic skill and invention that for 3 years has terrorized world football in Blaugrana seems to have vanished. Luis Suarez La Liga record for Barcelona: 100 games, runner 87 goals, soccer ball 43 assists, blood type A, unreal return, large circle, pic.twitter.com 517 J Penplo, Squawka football at Squawka September 23, 2017. But one thing that has remained is the effort. Suarez never, ever, not even for 1 second, stopped running. He kept on going at Girona despite being flagged offside about 67 times. Then at the start of the second half he pulled off a nice dummy to force an own goal, doubling Barcelona's lead. And then with 21 minutes left he got his biggest reward yet, finally beating the offside trap to latch onto Sergi Roberto's pass and then, in a bit of skill that harked back to last season, finish calmly at the near post. His second goal of the season and a much-needed confidence boost in his 100th game for Barcelona. At 30 years old, can he keep up the excellence he's shown thus far?